Hey, what's up? So my mic was apparently muted. I was talking for about 30 seconds and just realized it, but hopefully you guys are chilling, enjoying the Saturday afternoon. I like to call it the lazy Saturdays, you know what I mean? So let me know how the audio is. If it's too loud or too little or music too loud, just let me know and I'll make some adjustments. What was I gonna say? So I am taking a break from Battle Road and just kind of want to grind rank a little bit. As you can see, my rank is 497, so just 3 short of hitting 500. So since the 3 times the XP is going on right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and grind through rank a little bit, just chill out. Like I said, take a break from Super Battle Road. I've got a couple of team builds in mind that I want to test out, but I'm not gonna do that till later today. So hopefully, like I said, the audio and everything's good. Thanks everybody for joining. Looks like quite a bit of you guys have joined already, so good to see everybody's chilling. But let me read through the comments real fast. So it looks like a lot of you guys have been pulling some units. I see stuff about, let's see, Goku Black off the Global Tech banner. Congratulations, man. Denshi Ribura. I'm not sure what that means, but Denshi actually means electric or electricity in Japanese. And then HyperX coming in with the quickness. What's up, Prodigy? What's up, Broly? Jay Plays. Little Stick. Everybody, what's happening? Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, I did hear about, by the way, the Broly trailer. I haven't actually had a chance to watch it yet, so I'll probably end up watching it later on today, but I'm guessing everybody's excited about it. If I am being honest, I'm not really down with the purple, like the purple color scheme. It kind of, if I'm being 100%, it kind of takes away from him being as badass as he is, but I'm sure it'll work out fine. That's just my 2 cents, and nobody gives a shit about that really anyway, but that's basically what my thoughts were. I'm sure the trailer's amazing, and like I said, I'll have to check it out later. I'm doing pretty good, Adrian, so glad it's the weekend and I'm not working. I'll put it to you that way. Looks like Xenos, he pulled LR Vegito and LR Broly on the same account reroll. Congratulations on that. Definitely, you probably want to settle with that account and start using it, maybe. So how is everybody's luck with the ticket banners? Has anybody, like, how many people can actually pull or have pulled LRs off of that? Because back in JP when it came out, I was lucky to pull, I think I pulled maybe like 3 SSRs total off the 3-year anniversary tickets, and they're pretty much irrelevant units. So I didn't really have that much luck with that, and I didn't even pull LR Vegito or Gogeta during the 3-year. I think I spent like I said, 1,300 stones on it and didn't pull either one. So not really that great of a 30-year anniversary for me, but hopefully you guys are doing pretty well. I mean, it's going to be one of your typical mundane, grinding grain type deal, but it is what it is. So what? Mercer went 2K stones deep and not pull LR Gogeta. Man, I feel you on that one. That is some. I mean, they gotta sort out the rates. I mean, if you're gonna invest so much into one banner, I mean, it's gotta be at some point they have to have it in the algorithm to where they give it to you. I mean, otherwise you're essentially gonna turn a lot of people off. Like, basically, it'd be in their better interest if they rewarded players for spending money. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain threshold, like the business terminology is like, the point of diminishing returns. So like, let's say you invest so much into a banner, and at some point, if you're not gonna pull, if you're not gonna pull a copy of it, you're just gonna stop spending money on it. You know what I'm saying? But if Bandai or Akatsuki allow you to pull a copy of it within like a certain range, let's say 300 to 400, people were gonna be more willing to spend a lot more looking for dupes. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's that succession of I don't know, decisions or actions that take place to where people are going to be more inclined to spend more money on the banners. I mean, honestly, it's a win-win for everybody if it's that approach. But you know, I mean, people are going to spend regardless of whether they pull it or not. I mean, so I guess at the end of the day, they're still going to make their money. So we're all, I guess, I don't know what, victims of the Gacha style money sinking business approach, I guess. But you know, it is what it is. As long as you maintain like a certain limit to yourself, you know, things will be fine. Like, I don't spend a whole lot of money on banners, you know. Like, I'll spend a decent amount, but nowhere near like crazy amounts, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, the other thing with that is, I guess if you're using, you know, discounted dragon stones, like stone vendors or whatever the hell they call that shit, I guess it's easier to do. But like, I personally don't trust that shit, and I've never used it, and I never will. So, and I'm sure it's working out fine for everybody for the time being, and you know, it's all good. Like, you know, more power to you if you're using it and you're getting some good pulls. I mean, the amount of dragon stones you can purchase using those services are completely much more cheaper than, you know, the in-game, even with the discount stones. So I mean, I feel you on it. I'm just very cautious and cynical about giving someone else access to my account. That's something I'm not willing to compromise, and if I got to pay full price for it, I will. That's just my 2 cents about it. Let's see. All I want is LR Vegeta. I've yet to pull him. I mean, eventually you're gonna pull him at the end of the day. I mean, I got pretty much, you know, I was a little bit disappointed I didn't pull either one, and out of nowhere, like last week, literally, I pulled my first copy of LR Vegeta. So, I mean, eventually they do come. It's just a matter of, you know, holding out or basically controlling your temptation for it, you know. And I mean, if you're welling on it and spending thousands and thousands of stones on every single banner, I mean, if you're able to do that, I mean, you know, respect to you. But at the same time, like, you want to maintain that desire to be able to, you know, or satisfaction to finally be able to get a unit. You know what I'm saying? So like, over the course of time, when you're waiting so long and you finally pull that one unit you've been looking for, it's like a great feeling. You know what I'm saying? So, but it does suck going hundreds and hundreds of Dragonstones deep in a banner and not pulling, you know, the featured unit. So I feel your pain on that, and I've been through it myself, and at some point you just have to kind of step back and take a break from it. So Wild Raimi, rank 152 and have LR Gohan, just pulled LR Physical Gogeta. I guess I have a good amount of luck compared to most, but now only have 12 stones RP. Well, I mean, you got two very good units, so within a rank of 152, you're going to be at a pretty good setup. And then you have like people like Kai Hall that single summoned LR Gogeta a couple nights ago, you know what I mean? Like, so it's all luck. I mean, it really just, it depends. Like, you're going to have your time where you get lucky. At the same time, you're going to have those moments where you get severely unlucky, you know? And there are speculations about, you know, the LR pull rates are going to be higher for brand new players or lower ranked players versus higher ranked players, and I get that. And it certainly could be a possibility, just because, you know, the higher ranked players are already invested into the game, so, you know, they know they're going to play regardless, whereas newer players, you know, they want them to be introduced to the game, and of course they want to give them good cards to start out and get them, I wouldn't say addicted, but, you know, interested in the game, so to speak. So Eduardo, I actually, way back, I started off playing Dokkan Battle in Global for about, I'd say, a month, and then I discovered JP was available, so I transitioned over and never really got back on it. I did play a little bit on Global after I already had a JP account, just to kind of play on both versions, but really it's difficult to maintain playing both versions. I like to commit myself to one account and, you know, dedicate my time for that, so unfortunately I don't play Global anymore. Hey, what's up, Rage Trunks? Thanks for joining the stream. I see a couple of comments on here like therapy session. Only thing I'm happy about is I got Tech Vegito support unit. I mean, it's an amazing support unit, and he's versatile in terms of what types of teams he can fall under. So definitely a good unit. So congrats on that. HyperX talking about pulling LR Vegito and 140 stones. Very good luck on that one. And let's see. Developers 12. I have all medals of Gohan Extreme Z Awaken, but I don't have Gohan. How does that happen? I'm trying to understand. Like, I guess you didn't get the first copy you needed. I'm not quite sure, but let me know. Let me know why as to why that happened. That'd be interesting to find out. Looks like random Gopnik pulled LR Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and Intelligence Gogeta on a free multi-summon. That is a ridiculous one. I wish I had that kind of summon. Pretty lucky there, I will say that. And then let's see, Brandon G. You should log into Global if you still remember your password, just to use the hundreds of free stones. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I guess it's almost like going into Vegas or a casino and just having a bunch of, like a couple $100 to use on the penny slots, just kind of get your temptation and urge out of the way for summons. I mean, that's certainly a way to do that. I don't even know if I have like my transfer codes for my global account, honestly. Trapped Gamer, thanks for joining the first stream. And I don't stream that often, so you caught me at a good time. What's up, Obi-Wan Kenobi? You should be training some Jedi pupils right now, but I appreciate you joining the stream, man. Thanks for the compliment, Guerra. YouTube cop Raylo. What was that? Chill ass person. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I really am a chill, chill type. I don't really get overexcited and hype shit up. As you all know, you've seen like my summons videos, and I've gotten like a lot of hate sometimes where people are like, what the hell's wrong with your reaction? You should be jumping up and down like left and right, but I mean, I get excited, don't get me wrong, but it's just like there's a certain point of excitement for me. Like, I'm not gonna be like screaming left and right, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not how I react to things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't know. It's just the type of person I am, I guess. But certainly appreciate people that enjoy that type of environment. So this is more or less the type of stream that I'm going for right now too. Is really gonna be chilling, talking about random shit, interacting with you guys and talking. I always sound tired. Sometimes I really am tired when I am streaming. I ain't gonna lie to you, like I'm working a lot, during my, 8 to 5 job, and I tend to work a lot of hours outside of that too, just because I'm at a senior level, so I have a lot of, stuff on my plate. But at the same time, even though I'm not technically tired, people tend to say I sound tired. I mean, it just could be the way I talk. I don't know. Just like I said, it could just be the way I am. So I'm not always tired, but I am tired a lot. I'll put it to you that way. I do need to start farming some incredible gems too. I'm starting to run a little bit low. I think I'm down to like 500. I've been using a couple of them for the reverse hourglasses and stuff. So I do live in the U.S. right now, and I don't know. I feel like I tell this story here and there, but I was originally born in Japan. Spent my childhood there and moved to the U.S. Early on, due to my dad's job and shit. And then we actually moved back, and I've spent quite a few years in Nagoya and also Tokyo. So after a few years back in Japan, ended up moving back to the U.S. and I've been kind of living here since then. I do travel to Japan whenever I can. The last time I visited, I went on a 2-week vacation 2 years ago and spent a lot of time in Tokyo, and also went to visit my relatives toward the southern side of Japan. So Japan was definitely a lot of fun. The older you get, the more fun it gets. I did spend a good amount of time in Akihabara in Tokyo, and definitely picked up some Dragon Ball related souvenirs, you know, mainly like trading cards. I like to collect the trading cards whenever I visit Japan. So another one I would like to pick up when I go back to Japan at some point is, it's not really related to Dragon Ball per se, but Toriyama Akira did do the artwork for it. So Dragon Quest. I don't know how many of you guys actually are familiar with that, but back in the day they used to make, they actually used to call it batoen, which is battle pencils. In Japanese it was called batoru enpitsu. So shortened up, abbreviated, it was batoen. So back when I was living there, I used to, you know, watch my friends and collect a few myself. Basically, it's like I think it's a either hexagonal or 6-layered pencil, but each side has like an effect, you know, like attack by a certain amount or recovery by a certain amount or whatever the case is, and you just roll the pencils and basically you battle it out with your friends and shit. It was fun as you know, at the time as a kid. It gets a little bit mundane, but it's more or less I'm looking at it from nostalgia and just kind of collecting purposes, you know. So hopefully when I go back to Japan, you know, get to pick those up. It's a little bit hard to find nowadays. And I'm glad Brandon G brought up Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. And I love Chrono Cross equally the same. It's hard to say which one's better, but I would love to see a remake of Chrono Trigger. I really would. I think it'd be amazing, especially because of the environment the game takes place is like phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? So with updated graphics, it would probably be pretty awesome. So my day's going pretty good. Fortunately, I'm not working. So any day that I'm not working, I'm pretty happy. Even though I did get a couple of work emails within the past 6 hours, probably not going to worry about that for today at least. I might have to work tomorrow. Actually, I'm not working tomorrow because I'm going to be traveling to Charlotte for a soccer match. So basically, yeah, I'm leaving town, catching a flight, heading to Charlotte, and then watching the Liverpool and Dortmund game. So pretty excited about that one. That is a good question too. What would y'all buy if you went to Japan? And to answer your question about what characters should be in LR and Dokkan Battle, I did a video on it a couple of days ago, but I think Android 16 would be a pretty good candidate for the Extreme Physical LR unit. That'd be pretty awesome. So Ray Strong, that's pretty crazy. You live in that's pretty cool. You live in Charlotte. Pretty nice city. I've been there a couple times, and I do have like friends that live here. So pretty awesome there. Say what? Hentai? I mean, I'm sure some people will be picking that up. Let's not really go into that route with this discussion. So pissed off because other phone, I got LRs in one of my main accounts, Super Saiyan 4, and Physical Vegeta Blue is avoiding me. Yeah, certainly I always have those units that that definitely do avoid you. What was the one unit? I'm trying to remember the one unit that took forever to pull, and I finally pulled like recently. I can't even remember what it was. Yeah, food is probably the best. I'll put it to you this way. When I went to Japan 2 years ago, obviously you want to create a budget before going, just to plan out shit, right? And that's pretty much what I do for a living anyway with work is work and finance, and part of that is financial planning and whatnot. But I'd say a good 60% of my budget was toward food, because the food out there is phenomenal. Like, you can pretty much eat anything you want out there. Even like the convenience store foods are like amazing. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy how good the food is. Favorite Dokkan battle card. I'm actually gonna do a video on this later today, so be on the lookout for that. I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm sure people know by now, but it is related to that, so I'll probably do that later on tonight. I remember when I was in Japan, right? I'm trying to remember the first thing I ate when I landed. Let's see. I think for dinner, because I got there around 3 p.m. in the afternoon. And then, let's see. I'm trying to remember what all I did. So I did get there around 3, and then took a little while from the airport to go to the Tokyo station. Or I think... No, I actually went to Shinjuku Station from the airport, and then I stayed at a hotel there with, I made sure it was a decent hotel with a high floor, so I could get like the view of the Shinjuku area, which is like the main area in Tokyo. But checked in, and then I think by the time I was ready to head out, it was around 5 or 6. But I walked around the Kabukicho district for a little bit and just found like a random ramen shop and just ordered soy ramen, and then gyoza, which is I guess pot stickers, and then like fried rice, and then a couple of glasses of beers, and that was a good way to start off. Can you say a few words or sentences in Japan? はっきり言ってさ、日本語で喋ってほしいんだったらずっと喋れんだけど、何言ってるかさっぱり分かんないからどうしようかと思ってるんだけど、このストリームをさ、生配信をずっと日本語で喋ることはできるんだけど、まあさ、やってもあんたらが俺が何言ってるか分かんないと思うし、面白いかどうか分かんないけどさ、まあ当然できるけど、まああと10分ぐらい喋ってもいいけど、日本語で。どうせ何言ってるか分かんないでしょ。まあ面白いとは思うけど、まあかっこいいと思ってるやつもいるとは思うけど、まあ一応日本人で日本で育って、まあ訛りはかなりあると思うよ。もし日本の方が見ていらっしゃるんであれば、アメリカ育ちの日本人だっていうのは分かると思いますよ。かなり訛りがあるから。Alright, so that's pretty much it. I was just pretty much babbling, just talking about random shit, like how you guys wouldn't understand what I'm saying and whatever. But I know you guys get a kick out of it whenever I speak Japanese, so I'll try and incorporate that every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I thought about going for like a good 10-15 minutes of just strictly talking Japanese, but I figured like a bunch of people would just leave the stream. You know what I'm saying? So not a good idea. So as you probably can tell, going to Japan and traveling to Japan is really not an issue for me. I can just blend in. And I did kind of talk about that when I was speaking Japanese. Is growing up in Japan. I mean, like being Japanese and also spending a lot of time in the U.S. Like I've spent a lot of time in the U.S. now. Like I only go back to Japan to visit. So if you don't use it as much as possible, like you're gonna develop accents a little bit. Granted, like mine's not that bad, but at the end of the day, I still do have an accent because I don't use it as frequently as someone living in Japan per se. So I'm not gonna front like my Japanese is like 100%, but I mean it's still good, and it's still fine. And I run into no problems with it. Slightly, there's an accent. That's probably the best way to explain it. So that's pretty cool. You speak a little bit of Japanese too, Eduardo. And it reminds me, I do need to start working on another Japanese lesson video. Maybe I'll do that. Well, I can't do that tomorrow because I'm going to be out of commission. But if I have time to do that tonight and just go ahead and get that ready for tomorrow, I might. You know, we'll see what the deal is with that. Is my girlfriend from Japan? She's actually not. I don't know if this is revealing too much, but I guess I'll go ahead and say that. So I'm Japanese, right? My girlfriend is actually originally from Germany. So basically it's like a Japanese guy and a German girl dating. Funny combination, but yeah, it is what it is. Congrats on clearing the Extreme Physical Super Battle Road, Conrad. Congratulations on that. Oh, that was the unit I was like always chasing, but I never pulled. It was the Final Form Cooler unit, the Extreme Physical type. I finally pulled that guy on the EZA banner with the Ultimate Gohan and who was the other one? I can't remember. Cooler and somebody else. Goku Black, I think. Well, I mean, I live in the U.S., but originally from Japan. So I spent a lot of time here in the U.S., like back and forth between the U.S. and Japan. That's why I don't have your typical Asian accent, I guess, for lack of better words. Do I know martial arts? I mean, I did take, you know, lessons in like judo and kendo. Kendo really isn't a martial art, but judo, kendo, I definitely did. Studied a little bit of Jeet-Kune-Do back when I was like much younger, but not heavy enough to call myself trained in it. But that's about it. Yeah, Oreos sound kind of good right now. Germapan, yeah, that's actually pretty funny. I might have to start using that. Chips Ahoy definitely sound pretty good too. I'm like starving right now. I haven't had fucking anything to eat yet. I've just been kind of like out and about running errands and stuff. So finally got back to my place and decided to go ahead and stream, you know, while I can. Let's ask everyone about Japan. So favorite. I don't know how often you guys eat Japanese food, but what's your favorite food or dish from Japan? Mine is, I mean, I have so many. It's like hard to condense it into one, but obviously I love sushi. I love ramen. I love a dish called katsudon, which is basically deep fried pork tenderloins mixed with like a broth and eggs and onions. It's good as shit. And you can actually get it in Tokyo for like really cheap. You can actually get the set for like, let's see, like $4. And the set comes with like the rice. No, actually, if you pay, like I remember paying like 680 yen for like the combo set with the katsudon and then soba noodles. And I think it came with like miso soup too. Like 680 yen is like literally like maybe $6, not even. And that's pretty much like a full set of food. I mean, you could eat a lot of food with that. Yeah, the onigiris are also very good, especially the ones you can get at the convenience stores, because the way they do that shit is they separate the seaweed with the rice, and then once you actually open it, you can combine them together. So like the seaweed is never soggy, it's like crunchy as hell. When you bite into it, it's good as fuck. Yeah, it looks like the screen did freeze, so let me fix this real fast. All right, it should be back running now. Yeah, the donburi dishes are definitely great. I love eating. I like to eat. I mean, I make sure I work out and shit, but at the same time, I love to eat. Have I ever raged in Dokkan battle? I mean, I certainly have, but I've never punched a TV or anything. I'll put it that way. I mean, I've definitely gotten pissed off before, like especially like you know, Battle Road and like really tough events and shit. Battlefield is one that used to piss me the fuck off. Like the first version of Battlefield where you had to bring in like 100 units and they would just come across all over the map and shit. Like, yeah, I've gotten mad before. All right, let me just check this shit because my thing is like fucked up. So let me restart this thing. Hang on a second, I gotta fix this damn setup. I think it's something to do with my cable is fucking up. Alright, there we go. We're back to it. Chicken nuggets is my family. What else? Hold on. Chicken fried rice like hibachi cooked in front of me. Yeah, it's definitely pretty good. I will say one thing. It's definitely, that shit is definitely Americanized a little bit. If you go to Japan, like, you're gonna have a hard time finding those types of joints, but yeah, it's definitely good as hell. Actually, I could totally go for that shit right now. Can you say I'm going to beat your ass in Japanese? I want to say this to my friend. Let's see. Bunnagoru zoteme is probably a good one. I'm gonna beat your ass. I mean, that's really like a good translation for it. Bunnagutaru ka gorra. Trying to think what else would be a good one for that. Kenka utten no ka would means like you trying to get that ass whoop or you trying to pick a fight. You know, that's kind of the translation for that. Meta meta ni shite yaru ze. I mean, that's probably another one. Like, I'm trying to think of like what the direct translation would be for that. I guess it'd be like I'm gonna crush you or something like that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I really need to get back on this Japanese learning lesson. And by the way, I plan on doing this through a stream. That way you guys can ask questions like on the spot and I can pretty much answer it. Yeah, so hopefully that'll be a good format for that too. Honest opinion on DBS. Are you sure you want an honest opinion? Has your girlfriend ever taught you a few words in German? She hasn't necessarily taught me German, but between us, and don't share this with your friends or whatever, but she's definitely spoken to me in German under certain quote-unquote scenarios. I'll put, you know, that's the extent of the explanation I'll get into, but that's about it. I don't really know a whole lot about the Dragon Ball Super movie yet to have an opinion on it, so like I really don't have an opinion at this point. What's your favorite card in Dokkan as of right now? Are we talking about just my personal favorite card, or are we talking about my favorite in terms of like how powerful, you know, what they're, how beneficial they are, you know, whatever? Like, is it based on my favorite as in just regardless of stats, or are we factoring in stats? Personal favorite. So there's a couple in mind, but like I have two, but I'm gonna do a video on one, so I'm not gonna talk about it. But the other one that's my favorite is the Spirit Bomb Goku. What is it? Great Brilliance is what it's called. Not the LR Spirit Bomb Goku, but the actual super strength Spirit Bomb Goku. Like before the Dokkan Awaken, I like that is probably my favorite like drawing or card design because it reminds me so much of the manga itself. You know. LR Gohan Grandpa, that would actually be pretty cool. I wonder what the leader skill would be. And thanks for checking out the stream, Brandon. Enjoy your the rest of the day. In 7 days, I cleared 4 super battle rows in total: extreme intelligence and physical, super intelligence, physical. That's hey, talk about being productive. Way to go. That's definitely what's up. I mean, I do like Broly is one of my favorite characters in the Dragon Ball universe. So I mean, I'm gonna have certain levels of expectations, and I'm gonna go ahead and say I haven't seen the trailer yet. So I'm reserving judgment until the facts are proven to me, like Dave Chappelle would say. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see what the deal is. What's up, KV? Thanks for joining. What's up, Jay? Appreciate the comment, they say. So my girlfriend hasn't started YouTube yet. I keep telling her to start that shit, but she hasn't started yet. So we'll see when she does. I'll let you guys know. Favorite music genre? That's a good question, and we can get a whole lot of conversations with that. I mean, I'm sure you all know what the type of music that I use in the background. Hip hop has been a big part of my life growing up, and it still is now. So yeah, hip hop is definitely my favorite genre. I mean, I love. I also do like classic rock, not new rock per se, and I don't really listen to new rap and new hip hop shit. First of all, there isn't a whole lot of new hip hop anyway, but like the new rap and shit, I'm not really that into. I mean, I check it out here and there because my friends listen to that shit, but I'm not really big on it. Played what, 4 songs ago? Let me check. It's probably one of Nonsense's music, so like let me get the link for you. Like it's actually on most of his music is on Bandcamp. So if you Google like Nonsense with it's let me just type it. So if you search that on Google, you'll get the links to SoundCloud or Bandcamp or whatever. So, yeah, definitely check that out if you like the music. Funny you mentioned Bon Jovi. My girlfriend loves that shit. I'm not really like the biggest fan of that. When I'm thinking rock, I'm thinking more like, I don't know, Pink Floyd, ZZ Top, Alice in Chains probably a good one. Rage Against the Machine is definitely a good favorite of mine. You know, those types of music I listen to in terms of rock. Now hip hop, I mean, I could go into a whole podcast for that shit. So I'm about to get a drink. I'll be right back. Yeah, Nirvana. I definitely listened to that back when I was younger. Certainly did listen to that. Oh shit! Yeah, don't even get me started with Jay Dilla. I mean, I could go on and on with that shit. Yeah, one of my favorite producers of all time. I'll summarize it by saying that. And Slum Village, definitely where it's at. I mean, one of the lyrics was what was that shit? I'm trying to remember like the lyric from the song Reunion from Slum Village, talking about got more Detroit than D12 or some shit, or Eminem. Yeah, Queen is definitely good. What am I drinking? It's a damn strawberry banana smoothie. I gotta go out and get some grub after after the stream, but for the time being, I needed something to give me some energy. So I am gonna post another Japanese video lesson. Hopefully, if I can't do it tomorrow, I'll try and do it sometime during the week. I know I planned on doing the viewer best summons video at some point, so I'll probably try and do that tonight and then have it scheduled for upload tomorrow. Because I know you guys are excited about that one, so I'll make sure and try and get that done. Do I have mods? I'm tired of people asking for mods. What do you mean? How do I feel about the new generation of rappers? I'll give you my 100% opinion on this. And it might not be an opinion you guys like. So I'm just going to go ahead and preface by saying that. I mean, it's a lot of the new shit ain't really my cup of tea. I'll just go ahead and put it out there like that. No disrespect. I mean, at all. You do what you got to do to make that money. And if that's the way to blow up and, make a living out of it, I mean, all respect to you. I have nothing against that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the hustle of making it, especially in something as hard as the music industry. So, like, there are some stuff, like, I'll hear it and I'll be like, that's kind of cool, But for the most part, I'm pretty much stuck in the 90s and early 2000s hip-hop type shit. I mean, that's just my honest opinion, and that's all I gotta say. Why are people asking for moderators for the chat? I mean, I do need to assign people for moderating. Yeah, I do agree with that. And normally, I know I talked to somebody. I think I taught a geeky about that shit. So I'll probably make him a moderator, but I'm trying to figure out why people would ask for moderators. Oh, all right, I get what you're saying. For the most part, I haven't seen a whole lot of offensive comments show up, so hopefully that's good. I do see stuff that show up in my filtered sections, but for the most part, they look like they're fine. But I do need to get some moderators. I mean, if you want to be, you can. I mean, I'm just gonna say, I don't stream that often, so I guess I'll have to give you guys a heads up or some shit, or you just hop on and moderate whenever. I'm trying to figure out what the deal is, but yes, that is LR Beerus, to answer your question. I don't have the medals for it, so basically I can't awaken him to LR status. But yeah, it is LR Beerus, and he's at SA4, so I'm looking for more of the tech SR version, so taking my time with it for the time being, just not gonna rush it. How much is a world record in Super Battle Road physical type? Because I have 1412. Honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea what the record is. I'm sure there is at some point. There's probably a record somewhere, but honestly, I have no idea what the record is. So, I just saw a comment about the Kid Gohan Extreme Z Awakening. So I guess that's happening in Global sometime soon. Related to that, I guess the Ginyu Force is actually coming out to Global. I heard something about that. Garlic Jr. would also be pretty tight, yeah, if they ever came out with a unit for him. It would be nice if they did. Middle of trying to clear Super Battle Road, and I was wondering, have you completed Extreme Strength? If you have, I actually haven't had a chance to beat that yet, but I do have a team for it. It's a standard approach. I'm taking Strength Janemba. I'm actually gonna bring the Strength Majin Vegeta because his attack and defense will go up for every key collected, and also he does change agility orbs into the strength orb. Probably I might take my 100% potential Extremes the Awakened Broly unit because he actually does get a defense increase. I think it was actually 80%, so he can actually tank pretty well. Haven't really tested it in a Battle Road, so we'll see about that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll have to think about reference back as to what units I actually use for that. So 498 rank, 2 more ranks until 500. I'm not quite sure if I'll make it during the stream or not, but we'll see. What is everybody's rank right now anyway? Like, initially when I started playing this, I didn't really focus too much on rank. I was like, I'll just play, you know, normally and not, you know, try and grind rank and shit. I'm talking about like the first couple months of playing, you know what I mean? And then after a while you're like, okay, I need rank. I need a higher rank so I can get more stamina, so I don't have to use up Dragon Stones to go through, you know, grinding for medals and whatever. Another question is, how many days are you guys in on either version of Dokkan Battle? I'm like so damn short of 1,000 days. Like right now I'm like right around 950, so I'm like 50 days short of getting that LR Spirit Bomb Goku. So once I do, I'll definitely make a video on it, and you know, I'll certainly do a showcase with my team setups and whatever. So we'll see what the deal is with that. Oh, I think my girlfriend and the little one just showed up. Maybe I'll get them to say hey. Come here.
Say hi.
Come here. You want to say hey to everybody?
I don't know if she will.
You want to say hey? You're not going to talk? Why don't you say hey?
Hi.
Here, why don't you press some buttons? So like I was saying, yeah, how many days in are you guys? Who's the little one? So that's our daughter. She's being a little bit shy. She doesn't want to talk right now. So people were asking, by the way, about you.
About
you should,
me?
yeah, that you should start a YouTube channel.
Who that little one? Maybe. I'm thinking about it. Who are you and your girlfriend talking to?
Tell her to talk in German. Go ahead.
What do you want? Ich bin in Deutsch.
You gotta speak a little bit louder so they can hear you.
What do you want me to say? Ich bin in Deutsch.
Anything in German.
I said in German.
Okay, to clarify, I am not married. We are not married. We just happen to be together and have a child. So everything's groovy though.
Good baby.
So yeah, you guys learned something new today. I have a daughter.
Oh, she says 9.
Huh?
I said she says 9.
Yeah, she does say 999.
She's angry.
That's the thing. That's the thing she'll say a lot is like she'll get mad and be like 99999, like your Germans will.
Gotta teach her Japanese.
Say what? Teach her Japanese? Yeah, she's definitely gonna learn Japanese. Hey, random's like, you better wife her, my dude.
I like them.
She's definitely gonna learn Japanese, I'll tell you that much. And she's also gonna learn German, so hopefully she'll be trilingual, and that'll set her up on a good career later on in life. I'll go ahead and burn a stamina for this. I'll try and get a 500 and then probably cut off the stream. I am trying to teach her Japanese, and I guess she started to pick up a few things, like, but
She understands.
nah, they're talking about you.
Me?
Yeah.
I can say like 3 things. I can tell her to look at the dog.
So now that you know I have a daughter, I'll go ahead and tell you what TV show I get her to watch that's in Japanese, so she would quiet down. It's a show called Doraemon. I'm not sure if you guys know, but I grew up watching that when I was a little kid, so it's kind of funny looking at it and, you know, coming back in full circle a little bit. What?
You didn't say something?
You want to talk?
A little bit. I like Rammstein. I know a few of their songs.
You gonna press the buttons for me?
Doraemon, they've heard of it. Oh, she loves it.
Yeah, it's definitely a good starter show for kids, and it's funny because whenever she sees the theme song come on, she gets extremely happy. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
Nani.
Oh, she watches Dragon Ball too. Don't get me wrong, but I think she needs to be a little bit older to comprehend what's going on.
Here she goes.
All right, press some buttons. Press some buttons. Press the OK button.
Oh, can they hear? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, the mic's on. What was that? First time catching your stream, but I gotta say, this is really chill. You seem like a really good dude. I want to try and watch more. I certainly appreciate that, man. I mean, I try to keep it as chill as possible. You know, that's kind of how I enjoy my time, you know, playing games and whatever. So I'm glad people, you know, share that same mentality at times. Sometimes it feels like, you know, I got to do more in terms of like hyping shit up, but at the same time, it's a little bit difficult for me to like overly hype shit up, you know what I mean? So like, I know there's like a demand for that too, because like I said before earlier, I get a lot of sticks sometimes, but like, you know, what the hell was that reaction for that summon? Like that was whack or whatever. And I'm like, look, that's as excited as I will be pulling an LR. Even though that was an amazing pull, that's how I am when I get excited. Your daughter gonna end up running the second generation. If Dokkan Battle's still alive, then I'm sure I will entrust her with my account. I'll pass on my account to her. Yeah, definitely. So now that you guys know I actually have a family, yeah, I mean that's pretty much. If I'm not working, if I'm not playing Dokkan Battle, pretty much chilling with the family and making sure you know she grows up in a good environment. That's pretty much where my priorities are. No more partying, no more clubbing, no more hanging out with the homies out at the clubs, whatever. I mean, I still do that from time to time, but it ain't a week in, week out type of thing anymore anyway. Do you plan on streaming any new games that are coming, like Red Dead Redemption 2? So I was thinking about streaming on like Sundays, different games. Like I have one in mind, I just haven't had time to set it up yet. And Cody Smith, thanks for subscribing. So I guess it's been popping up in your feed. So certainly appreciate you subbing. Yeah, definitely not married. That's all. That's all. Yeah, I'm probably. Yeah. I'm gonna hear this a lot probably now that people know. Like, you better wife her up. You better put a ring on it. Whatever. Like. What was that? Depressed about Hunter x Hunter Battle All Stars shutting down. So here's the thing. Like, growing up in Japan, when I was a kid. I never really got into Hunter x Hunter and One Piece and all that. It was just never something I got into. So, like, I mean, it's one of the most popular animes of all time. I mean, obviously, but I don't know why. Like, I was into Yu-Gi-Oh! A little bit. Definitely played the cards and collected the cards and all that, but, stopped watching and stopped playing after a little while. So I don't know, Dragon Ball is one of those things that still stuck around. I mean, that's the thing about, and I've noticed a couple comments on here about your parents weren't married. I mean, it ain't that big of a deal if it isn't the case. I mean, it's just more formalities. So as long as it's a healthy relationship, I think it's fine, whatever the way it is. You know what I mean? So how long have we been together? What, like 3.5? Yeah, 3.5 years. So not an eternity, but long enough. So Jump Force. I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm definitely gonna play it when it comes out. Wish they would have like demos out so we could test it out, but unfortunately, yeah, it's not. Yeah, we'll see what's up, but I mean, I'm definitely interested in it. And what is that? When you guys get married, can I get an invite?
We'll stream it.
Yeah, how about we stream the wedding? That'd be some ridiculous shit. I'll have the best man stream the wedding. Well, that's another thing is, people would rush into. I'm glad he pointed this out. If you overly rush marriage, like if you get married too quickly without really knowing the person, like statistically speaking, the U.S. has a high divorce rate, right? And a lot of that has to do with like people not making the right decisions at the right time. I mean, they rush getting married and things don't work out, and you have to get a divorce, and it gets messy and shit. So. It's not something you want to rush. I mean, I'll say that much. They're saying that'll be the face reveal is when the wedding stream.
There you go.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. How many of y'all are in relationships right now? Y'all got a girlfriend, or if you're a girl, you got a boyfriend, or whatever. I mean, boyfriends dating boyfriends, whatever the case is. I mean, it don't matter. But Garlic Jr., LR Garlic Jr. That would actually be pretty cool, and I would like to see that happen. Just when would that happen, though? Is a question. I had to ask. I mean, I didn't mean to like disrespect or anything. It was just so I'm trying to get with someone. I really love her a lot, but I don't know. What's what do you have doubts about? I mean, my girlfriend's right here. I mean, well, I don't know if you're a guy or a girl, first of all, but I might be able to give you some outlook or some advice from personal experience.
HyperX tells yes, he does.
And he's also asked me if I look Japanese. Well, I'm 100% pure breed, so 100% pure Japanese. So I think the answer to that would be yes. I do look Japanese. If you saw me, you would definitely think I'm Japanese. The instrumental. Let me shit. Try to think. I think the one playing right now is the Samurai Champloo remix that's on YouTube. Like the other videos where I've used it has the links for it. So let me actually pull it up for you. Random Gobnik just I certainly appreciate that. You know what he said? So he made a donation and he said, "Here's money for the ring, matey, if you plan on it."
That's right.
I'll keep that in a reserve bank account for that day. Let me look up the link for that the song. So I'll find it real fast for you. That way you can click on it. Okay, where's it at? So it's by a guy named Spark Beats or Sparks Beats, and here's the link. So if you're interested, check that out. Most of the other songs are by Nonsense, so yeah, I mean I use a lot of his tracks, so you know that's how it go down. Okay, so I got a weird thing going on with this girl. I'd be with her, but I've got too much stuff going on to be really be with her in the way she deserves. That is actually very respectable outlook, a way to look at it. I mean, you can go ahead and tell everybody I don't always make time for it. You get mad at me for it, right? So if you do plan on, you know, dating or being in a relationship with someone, you definitely do want to have good time management related to that. Skitty Morphic said, "Well, the doubt is that maybe I'm not good enough for her. We've known each other for quite some time, but I don't think I might really be worth it if you know."
Oh, you can't think like that. You just go for it. I mean,
What?
she might be nervous too.
Well, the other question is, like, how do you think she feels about, you know, like, I'm assuming you guys are friends, right now, and like, what do you think? Like, you know, do you feel like she would want it to take it to the next step, kind of thing? You know, but I mean, the fact that you're saying you're doubting yourself if you think you're good enough, I mean, really displays like what kind of relationship that'll end up being if it works out. I mean, you're obviously gonna, you know, allocate a lot of time for her and make sure you're doing what you can for her to be happy. So, you know, I think, I mean, hope, you know, if it is in fact that she shares the same feelings for you, I mean, that sounds like it'll probably end up being a good relationship. Eduardo said, "My girlfriend's my right hand, and I'll never find love." I mean, you could get that 2 for 1 and get the lefty too, you know, have 2 chicks at the same time. Nah, but all jokes aside, like, all right, I'm saying this from a guy's perspective, like, the entire world's population, if we're generalizing things, is filled. Half of it is filled with women. Okay, the chances of you being able to find a female counterpart to date or be in a relationship is a lot higher than you realize. So don't despair if or, you know, lose hope or whatever. I mean, eventually you're gonna find somebody. I mean, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. I mean, so don't worry. I mean, I don't know how old you guys are, but the ones that are still young, I mean, a lot of things happen, especially like after high school and in college and all that. That's when you really start meeting people that share your same interests and all that. Being nervous isn't an issue, but personally think you should never degrade yourself. We're all equal. She's no good for me. I mean, I certainly share that opinion. I think to tack onto that, you definitely want to stay humble, and you definitely don't want to be an arrogant prick, for lack of better words. Like, I mean, you definitely want to value the relationship. I make that mistake from time to time where I'm so caught up in my shit, and you know, they're kind of suffering for it. But the other thing too is, like, while some people may want a relationship, you obviously want to take care of yourself first. Like, you know, handle your business in terms of what kind of career you want to have in life. You know, what are your goals and what are your dreams? What's motivating you? Like, you want to focus on those things and make sure you're going through the right path. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made mistakes to get to where I'm at. I'm glad where I'm at. I mean, I'm at a good place now, but I made a lot of detours in life, and a lot of it was because I lost focus, and I wasn't quite sure what was motivating me in life. So, you know, before you get into a relationship, definitely figure out what it is you want to accomplish in life, you know, and a lot of that's hard to figure out early on. But when you're in that mentality, I mean, people are gonna follow. Like, females are gonna come to you. I mean, that's the best way to put it. Virgin for life. I mean, unless you can be working or living life as a monk in a monastery, I'm pretty sure your chances are good, man. I mean, I ain't trying to, like, talk like I've got all these life lessons, but if I've got any personal experiences where I fucked up in life or something, where I would do things differently, I mean, I'm obviously gonna share that experience, you know, like. I mean, I wouldn't be talking like that if I was a deadbeat right now. You know, I've accomplished certain things in life to where I'm pretty happy overall. So, I mean, certainly want to share, I don't know, experiences of how to get through life better. You know, you know what I'm saying? So, that's really all that is. So Dojos was like, it's a toss-up for me. I'd like a girlfriend, but I'll take LR Trunks and be just fine. Amen to that. Amen to that. Priorities. Priorities. I'm trying to figure out how much closer I am to 500. Rank 500. Alright, so 499. One more rank to go till I hit 500. I wish this shit was on 4 times EXP. That would have been a lot better, but... how do I feel about LR Boo? I think that would actually be pretty amazing, where... and somebody talked about it in the video I did a couple days ago, and I shared the similar idea too, is it's a LR Boo unit, but... it's got the transforming ability, but also, you know, the UR, TUR, and LR versions kind of, you know, morph into different versions. I think that'd be pretty cool. So that'd be a pretty awesome idea. RJ said, met this girl in junior high. I started dating at the beginning of senior year, but I ended it because I was worried about something major serious. We're back together and everything is chill. I mean, sometimes, you know, you got to handle your business. Like, you got to take care of stuff you got to take care of. And I mean, it sounds like she understood the situation and was cool with that, so that's pretty awesome. Well, hopefully, Super Saiyan Yamcha, your girlfriend isn't watching the stream right now. I mean, honestly, I agree with that too, Brandon. Like, just read this. Alright, so to get a girlfriend, walk to the girl you like and just talk like a normal guy. Done? Yeah. But, I mean, you gotta have an idea, though, at the same time. Like, I mean, it depends how much you've got invested into this female counterpart, though. You know. I mean, if it was like simply like a chick you saw at a bar or whatever public spot, I mean, yeah, just be confident about it and approach her. I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen in that situation? You get rejected, right? That's it. There are a lot more shit that could go down in life that have a lot more negative consequences than just a simple rejection. So, I mean, maybe look at it that way. Like, what's the absolute worst that could happen? You get rejected. That's it. How do I feel about Troll Super Saiyan Hercule? Maybe on like a April Fool's like car that could come out, and then the Fat Boo transforming into Evil Boo, Evil Boo into Super Boo, then Buhan finally Kid Boo. Yeah, I mean that idea is pretty tight, and that's got to be depends on like I don't know. It could depend on who the enemy is. Like Boo will transform into a certain type of form. That'd be pretty cool. RJ actually enlisted in the army right after we broke up, and I guess I was worried about leaving and her changing up. Yeah, so I mean, it's cool that everything worked out the way it did, man. And I do agree with that statement, Eduardo. Rejection will make you stronger. 100% agree with that shit. You got to take your negative experiences and learn from those types of situations or mistakes or whatever you want to call them. Otherwise, you're not going to grow as a person. I mean, rejection to me is more or less like a challenge to do better. So that's one way to look at it too. So I agree with that statement, Eduardo. Yeah, we definitely turned the stream into an advice stream. Yeah, I wasn't planning on that, but it's like the last stream. Fucking, all of a sudden it became like the damn eggplant stream because everybody started spamming the comment section with the eggplant emojis. That doesn't mean start doing that now, though. All right, so don't be commenting eggplant emojis on here. The other thing about females I want to say too is they love being chased. All right, and that's a problem because before I met my girlfriend right now, and the mentality I was in before, I mean, I'm still in this mentality, but it's different because I'm in a relationship now. But I don't chase, all right? Like, if you're gonna make me chase, I'm gonna be like, fuck it, and just lose interest, and I'll look for something better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna chase your ass like 24/7 where you want to get worshipped or whatever the case is. So like, yeah, you're gonna run into females like that, but I mean, like, honestly, yeah, it ain't, to me, I ain't gonna waste my time chasing. What was that quote? I remember seeing a quote online a while back. It's like, chase you, question mark. Why the hell would I chase you? I don't even chase my liquor. I told you not to put the damn emojis on there. Somebody else said females don't like being wrong.
That's right.
Yeah. You guys have more pride than guys do sometimes. Yeah. All right. We'll switch gears. We'll go back to Dokkan talk. All right. So what are we talking about? I might just end up finishing this rank on like off-stream, offline session. So after this battle, let me just go through like a couple events or something. Trying to figure out what event I should test out here. At least I know I've got one more level to get to 500, so I should be able to do that at some point today. Alright, I guess we'll switch gears a little bit. Physical Gohan event. Okay. What team? God of Destruction cards. Pretty tight. I wish I could use the Topo unit a lot more frequently. I wish the links were a little bit better. If they updated the links, I think it'd be much more fun. Is the Gohan event available? Let's see. Yeah. Alright, so what team? Strength team? Okay, we'll check that out. Thanks for the sub, Rick. So, strength team. Which type of strength? Are we going with super types or are we going with extreme types? And John, thanks for asking. I'm doing pretty good, just chilling. Probably streaming for a little bit longer and then gonna grab some food and chill out for the rest of the day. Do extreme strength. Okay. You talking? Let's go with Strength Janemba. And then so these are the strength units I have available. Not that great. However, I did make an upgrade to this guy. And this is one of the units I was going to test out on Battle Road later on today. I actually gave him some orbs and maxed out his SA because of the 12% increase to attack and defense for every key collected. So I think he could definitely help out with the defending on Battle Road. So we'll test that out. Okay, so let's see. Probably going to bring him. Maybe Frieza. So I haven't tried the Majin Buu 1 event yet. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about teams to go with on that. So yeah, I'll probably do that at some point today. And thanks for that comment, Brandon. I appreciate you being around for a while. LR Farmer with a shotgun for April Fools. I mean that seems realistic enough to be possible. You're lucky your girlfriend doesn't complain about Dokkan or Dragon Ball in general. Well, he said my last girlfriend always bashed me because of it. I said this before. Try and persuade them to play Dokkan Battle 2, and then they'll shut the fuck up. I might stream for like another 10 minutes and then probably just hang out with the fam for a little bit. Yeah, like this is I haven't really tested the Majin Vegeta yet after I gave him the upgrade, so it'll be interesting to see how beneficial he'd be on Battle Road. Kind of curious to find out. Well, here's the only reason why I didn't put Strength Cell in the team, because he is at SA level 1 with no dupes. So not really a good candidate for now. So the Kid Buu is at SA 10. All the paths are unlocked, but no, basically no potential system work's done. Let's see how hard Geese actually has 4. Alright, man. HyperX, I'll catch you later. Thanks for checking out the stream. So this guy is part of the Guinea Force units, and he can hit pretty decent, along with the ability to, see the incoming super attacks from the enemy. So that's where his biggest benefits are. Let's do a Ultra Super with the LR Frieza unit. And then I'll just wait for, yeah, I'll keep Majin Vegeta there to get set up for the next round. Favorite character in Dragon Ball? On top of my head, favorite is Piccolo. I mean, LR Frieza is definitely decent with this team setup. Alright, let's see how much work this guy puts in. Normally, I would put him up first. I mean, not, like... The thing is, like, the defense is better once SA activates, so that's the only issue with that. I should be able to get a super attack with Broly here still. Is that not enough? Damn it. Let's see. Did that. God damn it. Fucked up. I put 300 well saved. I'm free to play. I put 300 stones into Vegeta. Didn't pull him on global. I'm going to delete my 2 accounts. I mean, just hold off on that for now. I mean, eventually the luck turns around, so I mean, I don't think it's worth deleting your account for. Luckily, additional attack kicked in for Broly here. And that's what he hits for. Not bad. And his defense is pretty amazing because he does get that 80% boost. So we obviously know a super attack is coming from Gohan. So we'll just go ahead and put Janemba there in case he can dodge. No, he didn't dodge, but took very little in damage, so we'll be alright. Peace out, Rick Ross. Thanks for checking the stream out. Thinking of quitting because I got bored, but got LR Trunks and Broly from the tickets. It's funny how they suck you back in, right, when you're trying to get out of here. Wish you a happy life. Appreciate it. Wish you the same as well. Alright. Let's see. Kind of want to test this out and maximize the collection of orbs for Majin Vegeta. So this is what we'll do here. Yeah, that's probably the best way to get. So let's see. Without links, let's see how his damage output and defense is. Where do you like living the most, U.S. or Japan? That's a really tough question because I love both countries equally, but my mentality right now is probably. I mean, I could certainly live in both. I mean, hands down, but. Yeah, I mean, probably mentality-wise right now, live in the U.S. and then travel and visit Japan once a year. That's probably the way I would put it. I don't know, like the button just hit automatically for me. Great. So I'm not quite sure when the Namek Saga events come in for the Guinea Force, I assume. But if anybody knows, I only briefly heard about the speculation of, them coming. So if anybody has any more details about it, feel free to comment about it. Let's see how this Kid Boo's attack is with the Max SA. It's about 365 with decent links, so not too bad. And again, at 100% potential, like he could definitely become pretty useful for tougher events, since he does have attack and defense increase to 70%, I think, and then also the disregards enemy guards. Let's go ahead and finish off with Majin Vegeta here. So I see something about us coming on the 30th. Gator by EBZ, it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I'll check it out. Is she starting to act up a little bit? Is she starting to act up a little bit?
She's just playing.
I'm starving. I might have to eat something here in a second. Here, go ahead and play while I gotta get something. Yeah.
Okay.
Just tell everybody you're playing, not me, because in case he starts.
Okay, so I'm playing now apparently. Okay guys, he'll be right back. Hi. Hi, Brandon.
What?
Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I haven't done anything yet.
Go ahead, see if you can clear it.
If I can clear it. Hi, Tyler. And I agree, Kenyari. Brandon Gomez said hi.
To you.
To you. Oh wait, no, to the baby. To Kiki. I'm not paying enough attention to this. RJ said, I wish my girl would play for me. I tried teaching her, but she wasn't having it. I mean, is she a gamer in general? I play a lot of other games, so for me it was fun. Okay, it's clear. Are you up?
Alright, looks like she managed to clear the event. I'm pretty sure people want to talk to you and not me.
I don't know what to say.
I think they would much rather hear your voice than mine.
My throat's a little sore, so I don't know. Make a couples channel. I might make my own channel. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, you should.
On what console? I play on Xbox, some PC. I play Dokkan. Daily life with Jin's family.
I don't know about that. My daily life is pretty boring, so it might not be that entertaining. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to get some grub here in a second, so I'm gonna go through one grind of this quest, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the stream. So certainly appreciate you guys watching, and like I said, I'll try and do more content related to the live stream more frequently. I just don't know how many or how often, so at least once a week I'd like to do this.
Tyler, go be with your girl.
Huh? Oh. She's home alone. Yeah, you better truck it. Yeah, so alright, let's finish this up, and then I gotta get some damn food. So I did see a comment just now about Japanese live lessons instead of videos. I mean, I do plan on doing that through live streams. That way anybody can pretty much ask any questions immediately. So I definitely do plan on that. It's just a matter of when I can do that is the question mark. So once I have like a solid plan, I'll let you guys know about that. Tyler said I'm back. I just remembered I don't have a girlfriend. Yeah, but I'll definitely let me brainstorm a little bit about the Japanese learning lessons within a live stream format. Let me get some ideas running, and then just kind of plan things out. Once I get a solid plan for it, I'll definitely do a live stream for it. That way, instead of having to reference a video like people have said, you guys can pretty much ask me anything you want to ask, on top of your head, like even if it's like translate this and that for me or whatever the case is. So I think it'll be more fun that way too. Okay, all right, but anyways, yeah, I gotta run. I gotta get some food. I'm starving. Probably kick it a little bit, but I will more than likely upload another video later on this evening. So be on the lookout for that. But definitely appreciate every single one of you guys watching. It's been fun way to spend a Saturday. Usually, I'm working and stuff, so like it's kind of nice to be able to chill out and relax and interact with you guys. So definitely stay tuned, and we'll do this again. So thanks for watching, and I'll check you guys later. All right, peace out.